Open Cup 18 semifinals. HawK versus Blade. In this best of 3, the two players, the two best humans in Europe, play for the crown of the humans in Europe. For the longest time, HawK was the strongest human in the European region, but recently this man, Blade, has been giving him a run for his money. In my personal opinion, it has seemed like Blade was the stronger of the two over the last 2 or 3 months. Has been able to challenge Happy and pretty much everyone else in Europe to the fullest. HawK himself, of course, is also very strong, but I feel like Blade keeps on improving. And I see him ahead at the moment. But that being said, in the quarterfinals he just played against Wiz, and there it was only a 2-1 for Blade. And dropping a map to Wiz is quite surprising. Normally Blade is supposed to be much stronger than that. Merc camp creep, but both here right away. Understandable. The Shadow Priest is very valuable. Oh, his creep is not going perfectly for HawK. He's taking a lot of damage on these peasants. On the other side for Blade, it's looking a little bit better. Got the pull a little cleaner. Normally, Mercs early, level 3 rush early. That is what we are used to seeing from humans in this matchup in the mirror. And I'm really happy to see Twisted, because Twisted is one of the few maps where it's somewhat likely to see Tier 3 Triple Hero. Tier 3 Triple Hero makes human mirror beautiful. It just gets annoying when it's only breakers. Oops. And I think it's the fault of sorceresses. I think it's the sorceresses' fault that we see breaker mirror so much. Because if you don't go breakers, then you have really tough time dealing with sorks. So as much as breaker mirror is annoying, it's kind of not their fault in some way. First aggressive move over by HawK, who was a lot faster with the creeping of his gnolls. Blade plays around the last hit very well though, doesn't give it up. Ah, HawK left early, letting a few of his units finish the camp. The AM didn't pick up the item yet. So, 1900 hours means Berserker. There he is. Both have to go for a Berserker. Adds in too much power to give up. Question is, who techs faster? Oh, HawK does, by a pretty good amount. Seems like HawK is a little bit low in the footy count right here. Oh, and he gives level 3 over to the enemy AM. That's a big deal. Good control on the Shadow Priest. Keeping him as far away as possible. Oh, trying to deny himself to the creeps. Nicely done. That's level 3 denied. Big deal. Quite a few low HP footies saved, though, by Blade into the back. Lots of Shadow Priest. Wow, this is the 3rd Shadow Priest for HawK. That's 600 gold, basically. Boots of speed for Blade, who is supply stuck now. Getting 2 farms up, though. And this could be quite a bit of pressure into the main. There's low HP footies here still. Should be easy kills for this Water Elemental. It's exactly what he's going in here to get. Footies will be falling here, it seems. Level up for Blade, though. Was that a 2-for-1 footy trade? No. Yes? Yeah. 2 kills for HawK, 1 for Blade. And in the meantime, Mountain King is coming. So, breakers, yes or no is the question here. Boots very good for chasing down the Shadow Priest. I think HawK went a little bit too ham on the Shadow Priests. Maybe. Getting that Berserker kill would be great, but not possible. The AM himself can't really do it, especially with him being so low HP. Is it really double Sanctum? And there I was hoping we would get some tier 3 play on this big map. Normally the problem, one of the problems of playing tier 3 is you lose map control and then your opponent bullies you around the map, creeps up like crazy, or just expands also is an option. And then you fall far behind because there's not much you can do on the map. But this is twisted. There's so many creeps to go around, even if your opponent has full map control. There's always valuable camps for you to take. Crystal Ball for HawK. His signature item. And the tier 2 expansion, which has been seeing more and more play in Human Mirror. Blade's AM might be able to do some good harass over here at the expo. Doesn't have a tele staff though, so may need a TP to get out. And it's Expo versus Expo. Priest sent back to deal with the AM. Don't have a depth training yet, but I'm sure it's coming. Yep. I distinctly remember, by the way, not too long ago, Blade lost a Human Mirror to Mr. Winner. That's not very promising. And HawK for a long time said that Human Mirror was his strongest matchup. I don't know if he still sees it that way, but I know that he did see it that way for a long, long time. Oh, that's big damage. Big damage from this harassing AM. He popped the big mana for this, and I think it's very easily worth it. Critical damage. 3 peasants killed. That's a really big deal. Over here we're already mining. MK found Flute. Oh, that's good. MK over here, Sobi. Also very good. But Blade just seems a little bit faster and a little bit crisper with everything. Is he teching perhaps? No. Blacksmith and then breakers, breakers, breakers. Equal hero levels. But the army here for Blade seems much, much, much bigger. With those merc support, with this merc support, HawK is in a lot of trouble. He needs to call militia from the main to have any kind of chance. But he just doesn't have a chance. He doesn't have a chance at all. Perhaps he's gonna get that Berserker. Not even. Oh my god. Okay. Invest the Stormbolt. Gets the kill finally. But that was a lot of Stormbolts for very few kills only. Another kill instead goes to HawK. Is there some harass here maybe? Yes, one single footy. Oh my god. So many chase kills though. And retreating in Human Mirror can oftentimes turn out to be very costly. We can see it here, the power of Stormbolt and boots on the chase. And this single footman, I don't think can turn this around. HawK super far down in supply. Yeah, no chance anymore. GG! And 1-0 for Blade. Pretty impressive. Not too flashy, pretty straightforward. The AM harass, of course, there was a big deal. Triple Shadow Priest in the early. Not sure about that. Especially if you lose them then. Smart choice by HawK to go for the boots to better be able to chase down those fragile utility units. And I think Neutron should be on his way now. Alright, we're gonna wait until map 2 here is over. And then we should be able to get Neutron in. HawK trailing 0-2, 0-1. No MK first yet. On this map, very hard to pull off. Certainly expecting an AM here. Both these players not really MK first players. HawK used to be an MK first player. Especially against Undead, but that is a long time ago. Usually, on this map, we see Merc Camp creep pretty early. I think most of the time, pull the Rock Golem, Merc Camp creep first, into green, into Expo. Sometimes it's green Merc Camp expansion. That's early Shadow Priest access, and that is also level 3. And a big item. And some small ones as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Item can make a big difference here. Roll the Magi, super strong. Sobi, super strong. Auras, super strong. Quel'Thalas. Rough drop for HawK. It's a bit of DPS, but not that much. Scourge Bone Chimes. In the early for Footies and Peasants is pretty good. For the Breakers, of course, Worthless. Oh, creeping the Murlocs. Not this camp. Interesting. HawK going for the High Priest. One arcane in the main for both. And HawK not expanding. HawK is taking the trappers with the militia. That's gonna give him the level up. Interesting. Thank you, Nergad with the 4-month resub, and Do Not Dan for the sub. Thank you, guys. Alright, AM push into the main. Ooh, with illusion on the elementals. That's pretty cool. And Blade is retreating with everything. In the meantime, I guess HawK is teching. Oh, no, not yet. Soon, though, I believe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Very hard to tell now. Which Watch Elemental is the real one? Which one do you dispel? And Blade figures out the real one. Gets a bit more experience from that. And yeah, HawK is teching. No expansion. It seems like Blade wanted to expand, but was not allowed. Next run of Shadow Priests is available.
Are under attack.
Not purchased yet. Both supply blocked. One of Mana Steel for Blade. I'm not sure if he got the last hit. And gonna get level 4, right? Oh, so close. One more kill. Tech is definitely faster for HawK. Not by too much. Perhaps around 15 seconds or so.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Blade boldly going for the next merchant camp right away. Level 4 for certain. And he wants to get the big item as well. Who's got the faster fingers? HawK does. HawK gets the heal pot. Loses the Shadow Priest though. HawK has way more footies somehow. 5 versus only 2. Oh! And the one footy that was still in here for Blade is killed. So, Mountain King second, and Breakers. That's what we're expecting. It's gonna be a TP. Oh, no boots. Might be able to get the Shadow Priest. One more hit. It's a lot of kills for this AM. Oh my god. He's more than 4.5 already against only 3.5. Sick experience lead. And now creeping this camp away from the enemy MK. Also not too shabby. HawK has the slightly faster tech, but that doesn't seem like a big advantage considering the state of the whole game. Oh, this AM is almost level 5 already. Creeping this seems a little bit sketchy right now. Doesn't really have very big of an army. Yeah, creeping the green here is the safer play. HawK is coming in to contest, but he is very hurt. One more last hit. 1 or 2. I need perhaps 2. There we go, level 5. Level 5 versus level 3! Ridiculous! Oh, here comes the MK though. And almost was in range of the Stormbolt. An inch away. Level 5 against level 3. At least HawK should get to 4 pretty soon, but getting to 5 will be very tough. Man. Crazy power creeping by Blade. Militia called. Ah, for the lab creep, I see. AM should not be soaking up the experience here. Should be solo creep for the MK. And seems like that is properly done. HawK now going for the Expo. Tier 2 expansion. We talked about this before. Pretty popular for humans nowadays. But against level 5 AM, that could backfire. Oh, and guess what? Guess who's saying hello? 2 footies going down. Item is the Cadgus pipe. Of no use outside of the gold. No adept training yet for these priests. Well, HawK has it, but Blade does not. Oh, MK going for the Stormbolt surround. Nice with the Water Elemental. Closes the surround. Has the TP but doesn't use it. GG is called. And that is the 2-0 for Blade. Making it to the final.